All right, let's get right into it. We are going to cut through all the marketing hype and rank 30 different gig economy jobs. And we're ranking them by the one thing that actually matters, how much money you can really put in your pocket. This is the no-fluff guide to what's actually worth your time.
So get this right now. There are over 57 million people out there working in the gig economy. I mean, this isn't just a little side hustle anymore. For millions, it's a full-on career. The scale here is just massive, which makes our next point even more important.
And that's the real problem, isn't it? With so many choices, most people are just guessing which gigs are truly profitable after you factor in things like gas and expenses and your own time. I've spent years in this world, and today I'm going to be your insider guide. Okay, let's start with the trap pretty much everyone falls into. You hear about a big name, like Uber or DoorDash, you download the app and you just start driving. That is a surefire way to leave a ton of money on the table. The key isn't just working hard, it's about working smart. And that starts with knowing all your options. So, to avoid that trap, we're going to build this thing the right way, from the ground up. Before you even start thinking about the active gigs, you need a solid foundation of low-effort, stackable income streams. These build up your financial momentum and, maybe just as important, your confidence. Let's be perfectly clear about these apps. You are not going to get rich filling out surveys. That's not the point. But think about it. If you're sitting in your car waiting for a food delivery order, you can either scroll through social media or you can make a few extra bucks. This is genuinely free money for zero extra effort. Here's another perfect example of that foundational layer. You install an app, it just runs in the background collecting anonymous data for research, and you get paid. Is it a career? No way. But it's $60 a year for something you literally never have to think about again. It's a no-brainer. Okay, so with that passive foundation in place, now we can move up to the next level, the active gigs. This is where you're actually trading your time and your skills for more serious income. And it's where most people are going to focus their energy. And these gigs, they really break down into a few key categories. You've got the vehicle-based ones, everybody knows, of course. But there are also physical services, online skills you can do from home, and even creative gigs. It's so important to know where your own skills might fit in best. This slide right here cuts right to the chase. The apps love to advertise these huge hourly numbers. But the reality is, after you pay for gas, insurance, and wear and tear on your car, the median take-home pay for both rideshare and delivery is usually closer to $15 an hour. Knowing this real number is the first step to becoming a smarter earner. So, which one should you pick? Honestly, it really just comes down to your personality. If you want to chase the highest possible paycheck and you don't mind chatting with strangers, rideshare during peak hours is probably for you. But if you'd rather just listen to a podcast and not have anyone in your car, delivery offers solid, consistent pay with way less stress. Now, this slide is how the pros really operate. See, they don't just drive. They stack these power-ups right on top of their main gig. Carvertise pays you to advertise on the car you're already driving. Para helps you cherry-pick only the best jobs. And Turo lets you earn money from your car when you're not even in it. These aren't just apps. They're force multipliers for your income. And hey, don't get tunnel vision on just driving. If you have any kind of practical skill, the earning potential can be massive. I mean, people are desperate for trustworthy computer repair, and the top earners can clear over $4,000 a month. So think about it. What do you already know how to do? Landscaping, cleaning, tutoring, they all have huge potential. Okay, let's move up to the top tier and see how this all builds. This is where you stop thinking about hourly wages and you start thinking about building a scalable business. This is the big shift, from just earning a living to actually building real long-term wealth. Just look at the potential here. If you have a marketable skill, say graphic design or bookkeeping, freelancing can net you $4,000 a month. Building an e-commerce store can hit $6,000. And for those with the capital or sales skills, real estate tops a list at $7,000 a month, or even more. The ceiling just gets way, way higher. But the number one gig, the one with an almost unlimited ceiling that most gig workers have never even considered, is this: buying and selling profitable websites. It's a total game changer. Now, I know that sounds complicated, but just think of it like flipping houses except for digital real estate. You find a small website that's already making a bit of money, you buy it, you use your skills to improve its revenue, and then you sell it for a much, much higher price. A single transaction here can generate six-figure profits. It's a skill for sure, but it is absolutely learnable. So, how do we tie all of this together into a strategy you can actually use? Well, it all comes down to what I call the 2% growth strategy. This is the mindset that separates the amateurs from the pros.
This right here is the single most important takeaway from all of this. The people who are truly building wealth in the gig economy aren't just relying on one app. As it says right there, they are stacking income streams. They're intelligently combining multiple sources, both active and passive, to create a really robust financial engine. This is the playbook. You have to treat this like a real business, which means you track every single expense for tax time, you stack your gigs for maximum efficiency, and you protect what you earn in tax-sheltered accounts. You have to become the CEO of You Incorporated. And you can start this week. Seriously, here's a simple plan. Pick one main active gig, like DoorDash. Then layer a passive income stream, like Carvertise, right on top of it. And then you use a survey app to fill the dead time while you're waiting for orders. Just like that, in 1 week, you've gone from 1 income stream to 3. The gig economy really rewards people who treat it like a business. It's all about strategy, not just showing up. So my question to you is, which gig that we covered today was the most surprising? Was it the earning potential of something like computer repair? Or maybe the whole idea of flipping websites? Let me know down in the comments.